welcome back for our next community conversation. We're here with Rebecca Thomas, Communications and Marketing Coordinator for Literacy Volunteers of Charlottesville, Albemarle. Rebecca, it's always good seeing you. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, you're welcome. And we have some exciting stuff to talk about. Of course, Independence Day is coming up next Friday, and that also means that the naturalization ceremony will be taking place at Monticello. And you all have some citizenship classes going on right now for people looking to become citizens. So how does Literacy Volunteers support people applying for U.S. citizenship?
So Literacy Volunteers does a couple things. So first, we offer free confidential one-to-one tutoring to area adults in English and basic education, but that also applies to citizenship as well. So for folks who are on the path to citizenship or actively applying for citizenship, we can offer one-to-one tutoring to students who are really working on that. And then we also offer practice interviews as well, because that interview process is pretty intense. And then just help as many folks as possible, we offer citizenship classes too throughout the year. And so we offer them at the basic level for people who might be a couple years out and are just really learning English but want to know a little bit more about U.S. history and culture and get ready for that test. And then we offer the intermediate class where people are actively applying for citizenship and need to know the English for the interview questions, because they ask some pretty complex questions and we want people to understand what they're answering.
Right.
And then those 100 civics questions, which, like, let's be honest, how many actual American citizens can answer all 100 of those? I don't know if I could. So it takes a lot of prep. We see people working, sometimes for years on this. And so it's just such a joy to help support people as they are working for this huge goal.
Absolutely. And then could you tell us about some of the successes you've seen with the citizenship program?
So we actually had somebody just pass their citizenship interview today.
Wow.
So we are at 53 students this year who have passed their citizenship interview, which is really cool. And then we are incredibly excited because 7 of our students are going to be at that Monticello naturalization ceremony taking that oath where they can become citizens. And it really is like one of my favorite days of the year to sit there and watch these, new American citizens take this oath and really see, at such a historic place. It's just such a beautiful moment to see people have that pride of being an American.
And I'm sure you're very proud sitting there in the audience watching them, raise their hand and take that oath. That's really really powerful.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen how hard they've been working and how much they have dedicated themselves to become an American citizen. So we get to cheer them on in person, which is amazing.
That is. That's wonderful. And how can people get involved with Literacy Volunteers?
So we are always looking for volunteers at all levels. We really always need volunteer tutors to work with our students. So we have an upcoming information session on July 8th that people could sign up for. It's online, where they could see if Literacy Volunteers is a good fit for them. And then our next tutor training is July 26th. And people can find out more and register on our website, literacyforall.org.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Rebecca. I know we're looking forward to the naturalization ceremony on July 4th, so we'll see you there.
Yeah, see you.
All right, sounds great.